Good morning. So my milkers were waiting. I had to take Willow to her play practice thing. I'm looking for the tripod. I really love when the milkers get used to being milked and then they're there waiting for you. I know, everybody is complaining. Goodness gracious. Okay, who's first? Miss Pancake. They spilled the water bucket in here. Pancake. Pancake, let's use the ramp. Foot leg, let's use the ramp. Oh, is it slippery? Good girl. I didn't even realize there was goats in here overnight. I guess there was. Good morning, Mom. Hi, Miss Mary. I feel like the other corner is kind of dark. Don't. Can you just stand here? So Nutmeg is 7 years old, but she's never been a doe that we have milked regularly, so she's still kind of in training. She also doesn't like other goats eating from her feed pan, and she's got barely any milk today. Where's all your milk, ma'am? Okie dokie then. Okay, Miss Nutmeg, you are done. Miss Pancake. Let me squeeze back there. Where are you going? Pancake. Make up your mind. Pancake is still pretty young. She is only 3 years old, so she still likes to use the ramp, so I don't mind if she uses the ramp. She's generally a very sweet girl. Hi, Naraki. I know, I'm like at a much later time slot than I normally am. Honestly, Nutmeg and Pancake. Oh, they weren't even full. You guys. They both had their kids back in January. They both had singles. I don't know why they're not making more milk. It just is what it is. You know, I have ran out of alfalfa hay, so they're getting grass hay, and I bet that is probably playing a part. So I might actually start adding alfalfa pellets back to my girls that are milking. If I add alfalfa pellets back to them, I don't really know if I want to add other things. I already have an issue with both of them being overweight, so I don't want to make them like even heavier. Okay, Miss Pancake, you're done. Good girl. And there's Eclipse. Hey, little baby, into your bottle. Oh my gosh. I reached down to grab a baby for a bottle and I turned my head so I could put my head to the fence to get her. And the brother. I accidentally got the brother. The brother is an absolute milk fiend. So he is never allowed to eat first. Now you guys are up really high. So anyway, I got baby easy now. She's very hungry. Guys, you're knocking everything down. Can you stop? Brother's up here. He's knocking everything down. He always breaks my spray can. He's very terrible, to be honest. Hi, Archie. Good morning. Ms. Lulu is a little lopsided, so I'll probably milk her out. I don't want to take a chance on her being lopsided. Hey, that's not very nice. Guys, they're all being kind of crazy, and I know it's because I'm running late. You guys were angry. Hi's little baby. That's the buckling. He's happy. Whoa, buddy. Now he jumped up on the table. Guys, this buckling is driving me crazy. It's him. He's very bad. And usually I separate a doe to milk. I did not last night. It was a very long day celebrating Miller's birthday yesterday, so we did not separate any does. And Cheerio is still being a nut out here. I don't have to give you more milk. Goodness gracious. The babies are eating some feed. I'm gonna warm up some more milk for the other brother baby. You're from California. There's lots of goats in California. Many, many, many. Many very nice ones. You see the three little rotten triplets there. They're waiting on the rest of their milk. You guys waiting on your milk? I am going to get them cow milk. Not my favorite thing to do, but since I did not separate does that are in milk last night, I don't even know why I didn't. I guess I just forgot with all the birthday celebrations. I'm going to go ahead and do that today. Guys, really? I'm getting you cow milk, okay? I'll be right back. probably will go ahead and milk her because she needs to be evened up. I don't know why the kids are not keeping her even. But I don't want her to be lopsided, so I will go ahead and even her up. Lulu! I know that your brother and sister will try to steal it, so I'm going to feed you over here. You're very cute. Goodness. Hi, Anna. Hi, G-I-K. Hey, Raul. Raul. Hi, H-U-U. Hi, V-I-N-I. Is it Vinny? So I have chicks in this room. I have baby rabbits outside. Guys, I am overloaded with animals. Some of them are going to the fair, so they'll leave after the fair. Miss Lulu. You're on the stand, ma'am. Let's go ahead and even you up. Let me get you some feed. Time's little baby is over here fighting with the big kid. And before I even milk her, I wipe down all of the pans in the main barn, so I'm going to feed them before they get them dirty, because I'm worried they're already getting them dirty. Back. And who's yelling? To be honest, I have some complaints about some goats. We have a goat named Lucky Charm, and every pan that I go to dump food at in, She somehow is at every pan with her head in the way. Let's get down. Her daughter keeps jumping out. Both things that I am not enjoying. This is her daughter. This time, so Miss Lulu has her kids on her. They're drinking from her. So I'm not looking to milk her out completely. What is it doing? Yelling for her kids, so I'm gonna take them out to her. I just need to level up her udder because I don't want it to become lopsided. Okay, okay. Lulu. I only took a little bit out. It actually wasn't that lopsided. She was milked last year, so I don't know why she's being so picky. Except for that this is the first time she's been milked this year. Wait, did you guys open the door? Are you kidding? Oh, Lord. They did. They opened the door. That room is now full of goats. So we were at an amusement park all day yesterday, and it was really hot and it was kind of draining. So I feel like we feel like I did not do everything last night that I probably should have done. She has a new milker for this year. She wasn't milked very long last year, and she's only 2 years old, so. Generally, she's a very calm doe. You drink a little bit. Look how cute this baby is. You might just go buy goat meat for lunch. I wonder if you're in the US, because in the US it's not very popular, but in other parts of the world it's very popular. Guys, these kids look so similar. I am having trouble telling them apart. I do know that this is Time's doe. Her name is Rain. This is Stormy. They were born in the thunderstorm. This doe is a week younger, but bigger. This is Butternut. This buckling, he does not have a name. He's not going to be staying here, but he's very cute. So very cute and sweet. So it's actually really warm today. They should all be going out to the pasture. I've got to get them out of the feed room. So they'll probably need more feed to get them out. Too bad. Get back in. Let's go. Hey, Kate, you're done. You already got milk. And not even that much. Sorry, you're back in the main pen. They're being very impatient today, and it's my fault. I'm late. You had a milk cow when you were a kid. Always wanted goats. There's always someone to sell you a goat. In New York, you can find oxtail and goat meat in many supermarkets. You know, you don't see that a lot here in the Midwest. I don't know. There's a big supermarket near me called Jungle Jim's, and I think you could buy it there, but like Kroger's, you don't see goat meat. These are not meat goats, so it's not like you're going to get a lot of meat from them anyway. Dairy goats generally have a bonier look to them. They're not made to grow meat like a Boer goat, a Kiko goat, a Spanish goat, a myotonic. Sorry guys, I missed a bunch of comments. Lambs become lions. Hello, Marshall. Meteor. Oh. You heard chicks chit-chatting. You have good hearing, but they are very loud. I hatched out chicks. They're not from my chickens. Apparently my chickens are now too old to have fertile babies. Okay, buddy, you need to stop. This buckling is getting ready to get kicked out of this pen because this is a does and babies only pen, which means no buck should be a breeding age in here. But anyway, my sister-in-law gave me 18 eggs. Hey, Miss Blackberry. From her chickens, and of those 18, 14 of them actually hatched. So we do have chicks, but they're all different colors, so I think they're just like a mix of breeds, which is fine with me because originally I had given her eggs from my lavender Orpingtons back when they were not sterile, so I didn't really want them all to be related anyway. End up with some like mutant babies. So this is the main area of the barn where we Used to park the tractor. However, I have 4 new moms. Originally, they were staying in the kidding room when it was cold, but now that it's warm, I leave the door open, so they come out here with their kids. And these babies are like obsessed with climbing on this wood pile. Why are you guys being mountain goats? You are on a tackle box. So I don't know, I think I might put them out in the pasture today with the big goats. They seem pretty big and fast. They're pretty spunky. Are you doing okay, little ma'am? Oh, you look sleepy. You're sleeping on the generator. So they have come out here and made beds on everything. No fresh straw. They only want the boards. And tackle box. And generator. Hi, Feta. So Feta was born on February 19th. So she's getting pretty old. These babies were the ones that I was most excited about. They keep hiding back here. I don't really like them back here. And I'm afraid to set the wood up any higher because I'm afraid it will slide. But all of this wood, really, we're going to either use in the new barn or it's going to be burnt. Some of it is from the old barn and it has like termite damage, or it's completely rotten because the old barn did not have a roof, so it had lots of water damage. So we're still sorting through it. We'll use whatever we can because the old wood is much more dense than any wood that we buy. Yes, I agree. That's why I don't really like them over here. So I think today they are all ready to go out in the main pen with the big goats. So I think I'll probably throw them all out there, see how they do. Generally, all the does are really nice to the babies. They don't try to like hurt them or anything. They usually won't let them butt or let them drink milk, but they don't like try to butt them really hard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone would even want it. It's got nails in it, so any piece that we use, we usually have to chop off the nail pieces because it ends up being so much time trying to get them out. We actually did hang up the old wood here when we built the loft. So you can see there's lots of old wood along the sides of the barn. These grain bins were in the old barn. That's old barn wood. So the new barn, we are planning a few different things. I have a different feeding system planned, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully all the goats cooperate because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of them standing in the feed pans. It really drives me crazy. I'm holding Time's little baby. Is it gonna rain later today? Okay, Time's baby. There's your mama. There's Time. Time, here's your kid. He's not too much smaller than the other babies. Okay, what other mamas are out there? Are you ready for your kids? Your kids are gonna get dropped over to you. This is Lavender. Lavender knows that if I pick her up, she's going back in the main pen. They like being out here, eating food, causing chaos. Okay, sir, I believe your mama is in there. Actually, I see her right there at the hay manger. So you may go in. There you go. Gets dropped right in. Little cream baby. This color is actually considered cream. Your mom is not her. Over there by the wall, the white doe. So you can go find her. I'd really like for them to go out in the pasture and graze, get fresh air and exercise. It's really what they need. It's been a very long winter. You are Lulu's baby. Lulu's not in the barn, but she will be in a minute. So you're getting dropped. Where's your sister? Hello, little miss. Your days in the woodpile are over. These babies will hide so well. They can be very hard to find. You better not be crazy. Okay, there you go. I know I only dropped one time kid in, but there's actually 3 time babies. This is an eclipse baby. You can go over here with the other babies. There you go. Oh. You guys are in here, you little monsters. They're growing really well. There's one. Lavender, you better not be fighting that tiny baby. Miss Starlight came in the barn, so all the goats stopped and looked at her. They generally don't like cats or dogs. Two babies. One more baby to fetch, and then the big babies. This is little baby Stormy. She is the smallest one born here all year. Okay, little miss. In with your friends. And they're happy to be out. They'll probably all go out in the grass today. It's getting pretty tall. 70 goats, but they're not grazers. They're happy to be out though. Eclipse just realized her babies came into the pen. Hello, Iris. How long does it take you to distinguish all of them with names? I mean, I can tell them apart pretty easily. Some of the other does, some of the does that look very similar, maybe I'll have to look a little more closely at. But all the does that we are keeping get names because they're all registered. They also get tattoos in their ear that match, that match their registration paper. With the American Dairy Goat Association, the year is T, and then they get numbers based on their birth order. My first doe born was Frosty, so she got T1 in her left ear. And her right ear is my herd tattoo, which is MW1. So if you see a goat, you can identify the herd, you can identify the year that it was born, and then you'll know the number, which is more for the breeder. I also microchip all of my goats in the tail, so if they're scanned, that microchip number is also on the registration papers. Here we have baby Easy. There's Pepper. There's Eclipse. That's Basil. Cheerio, Libby, Minnie, Sassily. There's Meringue and Moon and Chocolate Chip, Pancake, Blackberry. There's Crumble and Blue and Taffy and Blaze. There's Hazel and Beauty. There's Snickers, Coconut, and Milky Way. There's Gouda. That's Tiny. Cookies and Cream, Bernicia. There's Lucky Charm. Sleeping, we have Sourdough and Sparkles. After a while, you kind of learn the names because they come, you know, one by one throughout the years. So my oldest goats are 7. My youngest ones are just a few days old. Actually, Miss Eclipse has the youngest goats. Okie dokie, guys. Well, I'm going to feed my bucks and catch the rest of these babies to put out. Thank you for joining me on this, what is today? Friday. Today's Friday. So I am judging a show in Cleveland tomorrow, but I don't know if Willow will go live. She has a 4-H meeting pretty early, so. It's a new fairgrounds for me. If it's a pretty fairgrounds, maybe I'll go live from there. But I've never been there. So anyway, hope you have a good Friday. If I don't catch you again, have a good rest of your weekend. Bye, everyone. Bye, Lambs Become Lion. Bye, Love and Agriculture. Bye, Salsoto. Bye, Mom. Bye, Marshall. Bye, Takea. Bye, Iris.